Hello students, once again welcome in biology class. In this video we are going to take another topic of our ongoing chapter, which is molecular basis of inheritance. So in this video we will study about the genetic code. Genetic code is one of the very important topic because it will help us to understand the very important process of translation. As you all know that central dogma is the combination of three processes named as replication or DNA replication, transcription and translation. So in this video we have already covered the two processes of central dogma. One is DNA replication, means the formation of the another copy of the genetic material DNA, and the process of transcription, which is the formation of mRNA from the DNA. Now the third important process of central dogma is translation, in which the polypeptide chain or the protein is formed by the help of mRNA. So to understand the translation matter, genetic code is very important, because genetic code are very helpful in during the process, or genetic code are important in the process of translation. So let us understand what is genetic code or what are genetic code. If we talk about the definition, it is defined as a genetic code is a sequence of three nucleotides present on mRNA which codes for a specific amino acid during translation. Means the genetic codes are the sequences of three nucleotides. As we know, the DNA and RNA are made up of nucleotides, and there are 5 nucleotides there categorized as purines and pyrimidine, and they are adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine and uracil. But in the genetic code, only 4 nucleotides are present there, and they form the 64 genetic codes. So genetic code, nucleotides, sequence of 3 nucleotides which are present on mRNA. So genetic codes are present on mRNA, and these are the combination of 3 nucleotides, and these genetic codes code specific amino acids which are the structural component of the protein, and this protein synthesis process is the ultimate goal of the translation process. So if we define genetic code, it is the sequence of 3 nucleotides present on mRNA which codes a specific amino acid, and during the process of translation. So this is the definition of genetic code. If we talk about the history of genetic code, these are the 2 important scientists who are very much known for their work in the discovery of genetic codes. George Gamow, this is the scientist or physicist who suggested that genetic code should be made up of 3 nucleotides. George Gamow was the scientist who first suggested that the genetic code should be made up of 3 nucleotides, which was quite true. Hargobind Khurana was very Indian or very famous Indian scientist who done a remarkable work in the discovery of genetic code. He could synthesize RNA molecules with a defined combination of bases. So other than these 2 scientists, some other scientists were also worked very hard in the discovery of genetic codes. So if we talk about the definition, it is defined as the genetic code is a sequence of 3 nucleotides present on mRNA which codes for a specific amino acid during translation process. Means nucleotides are the sequence of 3 nucleotides, and these nucleotides are present, these codes are present on mRNA, and each genetic code specify a particular amino acid, and these amino acids are, when arranged indifferently, they form all types of protein. Now we will study about the characteristic or saline feature of the genetic code, which is very important. Now these are some characteristics or saline features of genetic codes. Before moving on to the features or characteristics, there are total number of genetic codes 64. So there are codons available or present, out of which 61 genetic code or codons codes specific amino acids, and out of 64, 3 do not code any amino acids. They are non-sense codon. They are known as nonsense codon. So, what is important? How many total number of genetic codes or codons are there? 64 genetic codes or codons are there. Out of which 61 codes specific amino acids, means 61 are responsible for the coding of amino acids, but only 3 are the genetic codes or codon which do not any amino acid, and those are called stop codons or nonsense codon. They are known as stop codon because they stop the process of translation, because they cannot read it and encode it by the tRNA, and they are also called nonsense codon because they do not code any amino acid. So the 3 stop codon or nonsense codon are UAA, which is ochre, UAG, which is umber, and the third UGA, which is opal. So these 3 genetic codes are stop codon or nonsense codon. Total number of genetic codes are 64, out of which 61 codes specific amino acid, and these 3 are stop codons. So this is important information. Now let's come to the saline features of genetic code. The first genetic feature is genetic codes are triplet. Means it is defined as the genetic codes are the combination of 3 nucleotides, means they are made up of 3 nucleotides. So the first feature is genetic codes are triplet. Like you can see here, UAA, it is the combination of 3 nucleotides. UAG is again a combination of 3 nucleotides. UGA is again the combination of 3 nucleotides. So genetic codes are triplets, means genetic codes are made up of combination of 3 nucleotides. The second important feature is genetic codes are universal. Genetic code universal means these are applicable everywhere in same intensity or same result. Genetic codes are universal means a particular genetic code specific for amino acid, and it always responsible for that amino acid. Like if we talk about AUG is a genetic code of methionine. So AUG genetic code is responsible for methionine, and it always code methionine either in virus, in human beings, in any plants. AUG will always code methionine. That's why it is stated that genetic codes are universal, because a particular genetic code always codes that specific amino acid in all the organism, whether we talk about virus, bacteria, human beings, plants, or any other organism. So that's why the genetic codes are universal. The next feature is genetic codes are unambiguous. It states that it can be defined as that every genetic code is specific, means a particular genetic code will always code a particular amino acid. It cannot code any other amino acid. So a particular genetic code is responsible for the coding of a specific amino acid. Like AUG, again we can take the example of methionine. AUG is always responsible for the coding of methionine. So it is unambiguous. It do not code any other amino acid. So AUG will always code methionine. UGA is always code opal. That means this cannot code any other amino acid. So a particular genetic code will always code a particular amino acid. That genetic code will not responsible for the coding of any other genetic code. Important property which is unambiguous, and now the next property is degeneracy, means genetic codes are degenerated or they have degeneracy, means a particular amino acid can be coded or is coded by more than particular amino acid amino acid can be coded by more than one genetic code. So this is called degeneracy. Means if we define the degeneracy of genetic codes, it will define as the amino acids can be coded, or the amino acids are coded by more than one genetic codes. For example, if we take the example of amino acid phenylalanine. Phenylalanine. It is coded by UUA, UUC. So phenylalanine is an amino acid which can coded by UUU and UUC. So these two genetic codes are responsible for the phenylalanine. So another example is arginine. We take one more example, that is arginine. Arginine is another example. Arginine is an amino acid which is coded by 6 genetic codes, and those genetic codes are CGU, CG, C, CG, A, C, G, G, AG, A, and AG, G. So here the 6 genetic codes which are responsible for the arginine, or these 6 genetic codes only arginine. So this is degeneracy. Means degeneracy is when one amino acid is coded by more than one genetic code. That feature is called degeneracy, and genetic code have degeneracy. Now another important is the genetic codes are commaless. Means as we know the genetic codes are triplet, so these are read in continuous fashion. There is no pause during the reading of the genetic codes on mRNA. They are read in continuous fashion. If we take example like AUG, GUC, GCC, and so on. So these are read as AUG, GUC, GCC, and so on. These cannot be read as AUG, GUC, GCC. These are read in continuous fashion on the mRNA. So that's why the genetic codes are commaless. These are the important some of the important cell line features, or we can say characteristics of the genetic code. Another important point that there are specific genetic codes during the process of translation which act as initiation code or initiation codon or stop codon. As we have already done that these 3 codons or these 3 codes are the stop codon. Whenever these coded come to the mRNA strand, the process of translation stops immediately. But the process of initiation of translation is always done by the help of AUG, which is the code for methionine. So AUG is the genetic code which act as the initiation codon in maximum time. So AUG is the genetic code which act as the initiation codon, and which is the responsible for the initiation process of translation. So this is the important thing. The stop codons are these 3 UAA, UEG, UGA, which are opal, umber, and opal. On the other hand, initiation codon is the amino acid methionine, and it is AUG. It is coded by AUG. So AUG has dual function. It code methionine as well as it act as the initiation codon. Valine is another amino acid which rarely act as the initiation codon, but AUG methionine is the main genetic code which is responsible for the initiation of translation process. So this is the end of this video. I hope you understand genetic code and some of the important characteristic feature of the genetic code, because this will help you in understand the process of translation.